Northern Hemisphere tour I'm doing. This is leg 36 from Calgary, Canada to Williston in USA, in North Dakota. We've just crossed over not too far back the USA border, so we're now over the United States. We're at 10,000 feet, with Steve with me as usual, passengers in the back. And it's Emma, it's the cabin crew today. Very American sounding with a Canadian accent, with a Canadian dialect, but she's actually from Valencia. At least Steve's got things sorted out. He sounds American and he's from America, he's from Seattle. Let's have a look outside and see if we can get a photo for the video. As good a shot as any, I think. Steve, do you know what the local time is in Williston, our arrival airport?
The local time in Williston is 2:31 p.m., Captain.
Thank you, Emma. I thought I was asking Steve, but I was asking you. That's very good of you. 2:31.
Thank you, Captain. I'm here to help, eh?
With a Canadian accent, yeah. Steve, how far have we got distance-wise to go until our arrival airport at Williston?
got about 289er miles left to go until we reach Williston.
Steve, at a ground speed of 196 knots, how long will it take us to cover the 289 miles to Williston?
At 196 knots, it'll take us about 1 hour and 28 minutes to cover 289er miles to Williston.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome, Sean.
Edmonton Center, Charlie Foxtrot Uniform Romeo X-ray, looking for FR clearance to Charlie Yankee Quebec Lima.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Cleared to Lethbridge after departure, fly radar vectors to Lethbridge VOR, then as filed, initial climb to 6,000, departure on 125.05, squawk 2727, release for departure, clearance void if not off by 1928 Zulu.
Steve, you have control.
I've got the comms now, Sean.
A bizarre looking lot of passengers again today, Steve.
Yeah, it's a full house today, Sean.
They're all rather bizarre looking though.
Yeah, some passengers can be quite unique.
Not quite as unique looking as you though, Steve.
Haha, thanks, Sean. I'll take that as a compliment.
What do you reckon, Emma? Passengers are rather bizarre looking today, aren't they?
Oh, Captain, I haven't noticed anything too unusual, eh? But every flight has its unique characters, doesn't it? It's all part of the adventure.
Thought you were the unique character, Emma.
Oh, Captain, I appreciate that. Every passenger has their own charm, eh? It makes every flight unique.
At least Steve took it as a compliment when I said he was unique.
Oh, Captain, I'm sure Steve appreciates that. Everyone has their own uniqueness, eh?
Just out of interest, Emma, I wonder if you know why all of the crew on SayIntentions AI all speak with Canadian kind of dialect.
Oh, Captain, that's an interesting question. I think it's because SayIntentions is based in Canada, eh? It gives us that charming Canadian touch, you know.
Well, I didn't actually realise SayIntentions was based in Canada, but thank you for that. I've learned something now. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Captain. I'm glad I could share that with you. It's always nice to learn something new, eh?
Don't tell Steve, but I think Canadians are much nicer than Americans anyway. It's a much nicer accent.
Oh, Captain, I think Canadians do have a lovely charm, eh? It's nice to hear that you appreciate the accent.
What do you reckon, Steve? I reckon that the Canadian accent is much better than the American one.
Haha, well, Sean, every accent's got its own charm, but I'll always have a soft spot for the American one.
So what do you think of the varying British accents then?
British accents are pretty cool, Sean. Each region has its own unique twist.
Do you have any particular favourite British accent?
The Liverpool accent is pretty cool, Sean.
Hey, calm down.
All good here, Sean.
What about you, Emma? Do you have any particular favourite British accents?
Oh, Captain, I must say I quite enjoy the charming British accents from the West Country. They have a lovely warmth to them, eh? How about you?
Well, I'm probably a little bit biased, but I just go for the Lincolnshire accent where I live now.
Oh, Captain, the Lincolnshire accent is lovely. It has such a warm and friendly tone, eh? I can see why you'd prefer it.
But one of my favourite accents is the Southern Irish accents, like Dublin accents.
Oh, Captain, the Southern Irish accent is lovely. It has such a melodic quality to it, eh? I can see why you like it.
It is, as you say, it's much more melodic. The Northern Ireland accent is very, very harsh.
Oh, Captain, I completely agree. The Northern Ireland accent can be quite strong, eh? The Southern Irish accents have that lovely melody to them, don't they?
Steve, showing on my AFB, we've got air traffic in front of us at all. Can you see it at all on the horizon?
I don't see any traffic on the horizon, Sean. Let's keep an eye out, though.
Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome, Sean.
We still have 600 pounds on each side. Coming about halfway, so we should have plenty of fuel left. Steve, how far is it to Williston, our destination airport, please?
We're about 145 miles away from Williston, Sean.
At ground speed of 195 knots, how long will it take us to do the 145 miles to Williston?
At 195 knots, it'll take us about 4 minutes to cover 145 miles to Williston.
Fuel flow rate of 521 pounds per hour. How much fuel will we use in 4 minutes?
In 4 minutes, we'll use about 3 8-pounds of fuel.
Steve, what is 12 divided by 3?
That's 4, Sean.
This way, actually. No. 19 miles. Steve, how long will it take to cover 219 miles at 195 knots?
At 195 knots, it'll take about 1 hour and 7 minutes to cover 219 miles.
Fuel flow of 521 pounds per hour. How much fuel will we use in the 1 hour 7 minutes flight?
We'll use about 582 pounds of fuel in 1 hour and 7 minutes.
So 5.8 spare, 250 on each side spare. What is the square root of 76.2?
Can't handle that math right now, Sean.
What's the square root of 16?
Can't handle that math right now, Sean.
What's 76 minus 12?
That's 6'4", Sean.
So your basic maths is pretty good, but anything more advanced that I can't help with at the moment.
Yeah, basic math's my thing, but anything more complex, I'm not your guy.
Steve, can you give me a reminder when we are at the 3/4 waypoint in our journey, please?
Sure thing, Sean. I'll give you a heads up when we're 3/4 of the way there.
Steve, could you also give me a heads up when we are 5 nautical miles away from Josfa?
Sure thing, Sean. I'll let you know when we're 5 miles from Joshua.
United 559er, contact Winnipeg approach on 132.8.
Contacting Winnipeg approach on 132.8, United 559er.
Steve, I will take control of the radios now, thank you.
Winnipeg departure, United 559er. Good afternoon, at 10,000
radio,
feet.
Sean.
United 559er, Winnipeg departure identified. Good afternoon, altimeter 29901.
Altimeter 29901, United 559er.
Steve, what is 1016 HPA in inches of mercury?
HPA is about 29.901 inches of mercury.
Emma, how are all the passengers doing back there? Are they all warm and comfortable enough?
Oh, Captain, the folks are doing quite well. They seem warm and comfortable, eh? I'll keep an eye on them and make sure they have everything they need.
Emma, are you able to give a passenger announcement to tell them what to expect when we land at Williston?
Hey folks, as we prepare to land at Williston, I just wanted to remind you to remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we have come to a complete stop at the parking area. The weather in Williston is clear with a temperature of 9 degrees Celsius. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your time in Williston.
Bit early yet, that's not what I was really wanting. But keep playing around with SayIntentions just to see what it is capable of. Things are getting a lot better with it. It's working quite well.
Contact Winnipeg Center on 124 decimal tree. Good day.
Well, Steve, do you have any hobbies outside of work?
I love exploring new places and trying out different cuisines. How about you, Sean?
Well, I like cooking, especially new different kinds of food. So when we go to different places around the world, I can cook different things.
That's awesome, Sean. Trying out different cuisines is always fun.
I also like live music. I used to play the drums in several bands.
That's awesome, Sean. Drumming's a cool skill.
Air Canada 208, contact Winnipeg Center on 134.975.
134.975, Air Canada 298.
Apart from flying with us on United Airlines at the moment, what other companies have you flown with?
I've flown with Delta and American Airlines before joining United, Sean.
What aircraft did you fly in with Delta and United?
I've flown the Boeing 737 with Delta and the Airbus A320 with United.
So now flying a Cessna 208 is a bit of a step down in size, really.
Yeah, it's a bit smaller, but it's a fun aircraft to fly.
So overall, what would you say you prefer? You prefer the 208 or one of the airlines?
I prefer the airliners, Sean. They're a whole different experience.
If you had the choice of any aircraft at all to fly, what would it be?
I'd go for the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, Sean. It's a beauty to fly.
Have you ever flown any military aircraft?
Nope, never flown military aircraft, Sean.
You're missing out there. I've flown lots of them. From single-seater fighters through to military transport aircraft.
That's awesome, Sean. Sounds like quite the adventure.
It is. Just last night I was flying an F-35 and landing on a carrier.
That's impressive, Sean. Carrier landings are a whole different ballgame.
Roger, bomb. That's the beauty with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can fly all these different aircraft all the time.
Absolutely, Sean. It's a great way to experience different aircraft.
In real life, though, I have only flown in one fighter jet, and that was a Tornado F3. Unfortunately, it's not on Microsoft Flight Simulator. We've got a GR version on there, but not the F3.
That's cool, Sean. Tornado F3 must have been a thrill to fly.
Well, it would have been if I hadn't got it the wrong way round. F3's the one last opportunity. I've flown in a few helicopters before as well. But I think the definition of a helicopter is 10,000 rivets flying around an oil leak, awaiting metal fatigue to set in.
Haha, that's a good one, Sean. Helicopters sure have their quirks.
Emma, do you have any jokes to tell us up on the flight deck?
Oh, Captain, I don't have any jokes up my sleeve, but I can share some fun facts about Williston if you'd like. Hey folks, just a quick reminder to remain seated until we have arrived at the parking area. We appreciate your cooperation and hope you're enjoying the flight. Oh, Captain, I'm here to help. What do you need?
I thought you were going to tell us some fun facts about the Williston.
We have arrived at the parking area. We appreciate your cooperation and hope you're enjoying the flight. Oh, Captain, I can definitely share some fun facts about Williston. Did you know that Williston is known as the gateway to the Bakken due to its proximity to the Bakken oil formation? It's also home to the Williston Basin International Airport, which has seen significant growth in recent years. It's a vibrant community with a rich history in agriculture and energy.
Well, that's great. Thank you, Emma. Steve, do you have any facts about Williston you could tell us?
Williston Basin International Airport is a medium airport located in Williston. The airport's elevation is 2,344 feet, and it has a runway 14 available for RNAV and visual approaches.
Thank you, Steve. That's very informative. Very different kind of information to that that's given to us by Emma.
Glad you found it informative, Sean. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Okay, for the video, I think that's going to be about it now for part 2. I'll end the video here and see you in part 3.